lights are still on, the rink is still frozen. Years of disappointment and frustration, that is over.
Okay, so even if you aren't a hockey fan, you can probably appreciate just what a moment that is. It's something Toronto Maple Leaf fans haven't seen in almost 2 decades, a second-round playoff game. They might have lost last night 4-2, but it was a great game.
Well, this time you're waiting for your one chance, and there it is. Yarn Brook in front, scores! Beauty, game tied. Transition game so important. Duclair with the pass to Verhaeghe, and man, what a quick shot.
And just getting to this point is a big deal. The last time the Leafs won a playoff round was way back in 2004, and that's a long time. I mean, think of it this way. Facebook had just been invented, YouTube didn't even exist yet, and neither did your iPhone. So you can understand why there are a lot of emotions bubbling up here.
We want the cup! We're bringing it home! Toronto, you're gonna get first, and you're gonna see the cup here last! Let's go! I said Leafs in 6, and what was it tonight? Leafs in 6, baby! Yeah! After 6,000 plus days, we're going to round 2, Florida, Boston, I don't care! We're gonna run go!
And just ask our producer Brock, who was at Game 1 in Toronto. And no, we are not going to tell you how much money he dropped on that ticket. But get this. As if waiting nearly 20 years for a second-round playoff series wasn't enough, imagine not being allowed to go to a game. Check this out. Canadian residents barred 24 hours from buying tickets for Leafs games in Florida, Panthers say. Oof. Earlier this week, Ticketmaster announced that ticket sales for games 3 and 4, which are in Florida, would be restricted to American residents only for the first 24 hours. Look at this. Sales to this event will be restricted to residents of the United States. Residency will be based on credit card billing address. Orders by residents outside of the United States will be canceled without notice and refunds given. It's kind of intense, right? And it leaves Leaf fans with limited ticket options for those games. So what's the strategy here? Well, we asked friend of the show, Sportsnet host and podcaster Donnovan Bennett to help break it down.
Florida Panthers are restricting their playoff tickets in round 2 to U.S. residents only because they saw round 1. They saw their brethren in the state of Florida, in the Tampa Bay Lightning, have a lot of Leaf fans take over the arena, and the Leafs win massive playoff games on the road in that series. And so you may not have noticed it on the TV broadcast because both of the teams were wearing blue and white in the first round. But if you look closely, there are a lot more Maple Leafs in the middle sweaters than Lightning bolts. And the Florida Panthers want no part of that.
So basically, the Panthers don't want to lose to the Leafs at home like Tampa Bay did. And they're hoping that having fewer Leafs fans in the stands might help them. But it doesn't necessarily mean that there won't be any Leafs fans in the crowd at Florida home games.
Even if you restrict it to U.S. addresses only, there are a bunch of snowbirds who live in the Florida area who are looking forward to going and seeing the Leaf team play locally. There's going to be a lot of tickets on the secondary market to get into this game, and the Leafs fans would be willing to pay a higher price than the average fan base. So there was nothing really they could do to stop this.
And funny enough, some U.S. residents are even taking to Twitter to offer to help Toronto fans who want to make the trip. All right, Leafs fans, if you need tickets for road games in Florida, hit me up. I'm a U.S. resident. I got you. And hey, it's pretty nice. And here's a fun fact. This is actually not the first time Leafs fans have had to deal with ticket restrictions from an opposing team. In 2013, the Ottawa Senators offered their season ticket holders extra tickets to home games against the Leafs for 15% off, as long as they weren't resold to Leafs fans. Those poor Leafs fans. Maybe this will be the year they finally catch a break, although I'll knock on wood for that. All right, that's it for us at About That. I'm Lauren Bird. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.